Welcome. Charles, how are you? Grab a seat, come on. Come next to us, come. We need your input tonight. So, welcome. It's not a meeting, it's not a lesson, it's not a workshop. To me, it's an opportunity to share some thoughts. We're really interested to see how you what's your input in this matter, which is session design. These initiatives, it's part of the support that Football Queensland would like to give to the clubs. Last year I was the ambassador for Holland Park, and that's an opportunity, as I said, to share some of the thoughts. So around the session design. My name is Davide Bertamini. I'm from Football Queensland. I'm the coach development manager basically at Football Queensland. And in this room there is also Jack Dover next to me, which is in charge of the community courses in the Brisbane zone. And we're here just, as I said, to share some thoughts around this topic. There are some key learning that hopefully we want to take out from this one, from these 2 hours. It's going to be 1 hour roughly here, and then we do some practical outside. So hopefully we can see how the design is then transferred into the field. I'll let you read it. Based on that, what do you expect to discuss in the next 45 minutes, 1 hour?
So I guess we firstly identify the learning outcome that you want from the session, and then plan the session to try and get that learning outcome.
Okay. So with a session objective, how we get to that, how we can transfer. Yeah, good point. Anybody else wants to share your thoughts? No? Okay. Before we go into the next one, may I ask you for 1 minute to introduce yourself and share with the group where do you coach, the club obviously, and the age of the players you're coaching. Let's start from here.
My name is Matt from Tarragindi. I've coached various ages from seniors down, and I'm currently looking after under 13 Div 1s. 13s, okay. Reese, met before.
I'm Reese. I'm also at Tarragindi doing the under 13s as well, Division 4, slightly worse league, but enjoying it, loving it so far.
Good stuff, thanks Reese.
So Len, I work at both clubs, Bushard Eagles and also Tarragindi Tigers, and cross-section of ages from 10 to seniors.
10 to senior, so okay, well, yeah, multitasking, difficult, good stuff. Let's go from you, Nick.
I'm Nick, I'm coaching the 14s here at Holland Park, and
okay.
I also have involvement with the younger ones, so the 6s to 11s as well.
Okay. Hayden.
I'm Hayden, I coach on the 10 Academy, first year of coaching, so yeah, let's do it, you know.
Good stuff, yeah.
I'm Jared, under the 23s here at
Obviously, we got.
I'm Jack.
Jack.
I'm the community coach development manager for Football Queensland.
I'm Amir. I've been here 5 years. I coach the under 13s NPL and the under 18s QPL side.
Cool.
Brad, I'm just the ward boy for the 18s. So.
Okay, good stuff. Are you familiar with this one?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Can you tell me something about that if you're familiar with that, Amir?
The plan starts with the football problem.
Okay.
And the preparation is about how to solve the problem.
Yeah.
The conduct is how you get your players to change their behavior to solve the problem.
Okay, nice.
And evaluate to see if the players change their behavior.
Okay, cool. Just one remark from our side is we are shifting towards more opportunity, that positive emphasis rather than problem, which is a negative mentality, if you want, or negative, how do you call it, have negative aspect. But yeah, but we want to actually think about, okay, our opportunity for our team to do something. But yeah, excellent. Yeah, the planning, and that's probably the focus for tonight, is actually around the planning. Yeah, the focus is around the planning, and see what elements are you considering when planning a session. Do we have an answer for these questions? What are the best training methods to achieve a session objective, which is what you mentioned, Len? So session objective. Are there any best methods? What do you think? Yes, no?
I guess it depends what it is. Like, it depends the age, there's a lot of factors
Okay.
that factor into that. What could work for one person might not work for another person. You've got to take the people that you're coaching or training into consideration when you're making your plans.
Okay. So the answer is depends.
Yeah, possibly. But
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors.
Any objection on that? No. How many ways there are to deliver a session potentially?
As many as you can think.
Okay. And once again, it might depends on what. Same on what's the player, what's the ability, and we'll touch on that in a sec. Big question: is there a best way? No. So can we elaborate on that? Is there a best way? No, but can you give us something? Share something with us.
I think there's so many variables that when you're coaching, so, you know, what skill level are you coaching at? Is there different skill levels?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no one perfect way, is there?
Okay. And as an outcome, we know that for our players, learning is very messy, yeah? So most of the time, how we coach is on that side, but how the players learn the most is actually on the right-hand side, where we mix things, where there is chaos, where there is, and there are, as we said, not specific way how to achieve that outcome or maximize the player learning, put it that way. But do we all agree that the purpose, why do we train? Why do we train?
To get better.
To get better. Okay. What do you mean to get better?
Well, they say practice makes perfect, so if you keep practicing something, eventually you're going to get better at it, hopefully.
Okay. And maybe in the especially in the community space, yeah, we want to get better, but something that is not on that slide, we train because we love the game and we train to have fun, yeah? We don't have to, we cannot forget that, yeah? That's probably at the top of everything. Yeah, we can think about design, but the fun for the players is the most important thing. No matter where, yeah, even A-League players or professional players, if they don't have fun, they don't perform well as they could. So think about that. But I would say, yeah, if we train because there is a match to play and we want to improve our performance. If it's in a short term or long term, that's a different story. So the second sentence there, training activities must therefore resemble the match. True or not?
Yep. Yes.
Why?
Because you're playing football, so why should you train any different?
Okay.
A sprinter will sprint, a pianist will play the piano. Why footballers have to do other things?
Okay. Do you agree with that? Yeah? Okay. So hopefully we want to see as much as we can some game-related exercises, okay, where our players can try to play into some situation that might resemble the games. So, if in doubt, let's play the game. Put the goals, make 2 teams, let them play. Yeah? If you're in doubt on what to do, or if you're not secure about your design, put them back into a game or a match and at least let them play. But if you got some expertise and you want to challenge yourself and you want some clear specific objective from your session, then we can start the process of planning, preparing, and so on. Any thoughts? Any thoughts about specific positions, for example? When do you think it's relevant and important or not? Maybe Jared, for you, under 23, specific positions are important when you design a session, right?
Yeah, if you want to work on, if you're playing a team that is not good at dealing with maybe a longer ball, you're working with your strikers that what their movements and runs are going to be in behind the back four, or if you're playing with a team that's compact at the back, do you need to work your midfield boys so it is very important each week to...
And the older the players, the more that specificity is important. But maybe when do you think that specificity is not important as much?
5 to 8 years old.
Yeah.
To 12.
Okay. Yeah. Why?
Because it's a different objective for the coaching development with that age group. So 9 to 12 is core skills, 5 to 8 is discovery.
Okay.
You want them to get those skills necessary for the specificity to come later.
Okay. Let's progress. Now, some elements to consider, and look, not right or wrong, but there is a list of things to consider. So if you're at Holland Park and there is a clear vision and philosophy, and the playing style is very similar, Mark, tell me if I'm wrong, very similar to Football Australia playing style. Pretty much, yeah? 80%?
It's down to the technical ability of the players, but yeah, along that line.
Yeah, but the idea is that kind of football, which might be different from Mourinho's play of football or some other...
We don't know the pass.
Here we go. But we think that the club vision and philosophy, it's an important element to consider when you design your session. And obviously the imprint might come from who, in this case? From Mark, from the TD. Because it's linked to what kind of players you want to develop. Session objective, which is what you said before. So spot on. Depending on what we want to achieve from that session, the design is different. Player's age. I mean, you touched on that, yeah? Mini rules, sub, game training phase, performance phase. To us, the session design, it's different throughout. Do you agree or not? Yeah? Obviously. What's coming next? What do you think?
Players' ability.
Players' ability. Okay. Let's play a little game. Can I put you in couple, Jack and Jared together? Think about that for 2 minutes. What might come next? And that's already an answer. We'll see if it's in that list. Yeah, let's have a little discussion. 2 minutes with the person next to you to see what's coming next.
Last players, we need to work on passing and defending, so I consider that myself.
It is tomorrow and
Hey Nick, you got it, huh? Have a look. Playability. You're thinking, eh? Good stuff. I like it. So who wants to share? What's after? Come on. You got this one right?
Playing space, like
Okay. I mean.
The country's culture. So, for example, in Italy,
Okay.
people would
Everyone pack the bus behind the ball.
but they develop a different profile of player with a different mentality player. They want players that are stronger mentally and love defending.
so it's more player mentality than like
Yeah.
their cultural.
In Spain, for example, they develop different players.
Yeah. Spot on, and maybe it is a little bit linked to club vision and philosophy, but even background and country, I pay for that. Good stuff. We'll come to you too in a sec. What have you got?
I think maybe team objectives. So as a team, how you want to play on the pitch, not just individually.
Okay. Team model or playing style?
Yeah.
Okay. Jack, what have you got?
I said coach's ability.
Coach's ability, which is not in our list, but it's an interesting one. Yeah. Tell us a little bit more.
Why? Because if you're, we're talking about, I was considering a session plan, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So if you're talking about, everyone says player's ability, that's on the list there, well, that's okay. But if the coach doesn't have the ability to understand the game or does not understand what objection he wants out of the team or the plan or whatever, then how's that going to affect how the session runs and all that sort of stuff as well?
Makes perfectly sense, actually. I need to add it in, huh? Other thing, timing, where it is, especially obviously for the performance phase or the game training phase, we might consider, okay, where we are in the season. It's the season has just started and we want our principles to come out and we follow our cycle, or it's maybe towards the end of the season where players are mentally tired and I might say that we do something a little bit more funny and less demanding mentally, maybe, I don't know. Cycle, same. Where are we in the cycle? Or where are we in the week? Is straight after the game where players have to maybe recover from the game and you might want to do something a little bit more technical potentially, or are we approaching a game? Or is the middle session of the week where there is also a physical demand on it, football conditioning, for example? Don't know. But the timing where that session is might dictate what you actually do. The contents linked to the session objective, okay, but structure of the session, if it's kick methodology or whole part whole, or if it's progressive part or is unstructured, my design changes. And delivery style, which might link to Jared with what you said, but I really like your point, to be honest. The environment, space available, good stuff. Nailing it tonight. You're on fire, Mike. No, good stuff. Equipment available. And I'll make you laugh after, but maybe 40 years ago we had 2 balls available at training, therefore you plan the session accordingly, and I'll show you. Is there any coaching staff available? And that might dictate what? If it's 2 of you running a session, which probably is not the case of you, right? Have you got an assistant? No? Sort of. What?
Well,
tell us what's.
I'm more the assistant because I can only commit 1 day a week, so
Okay.
I'm the assistant to someone else.
It would be interesting to ask the head coach how he put that in consideration when he designed a session. But why do you think I'm asking this question? Why the assistant coach is important?
Practices.
Okay.
There's less players in one area and less players in the other area. That way the players are getting more involved.
So if you trust your assistant, and hopefully he does, you can say, okay, 2 groups. We do exactly the same thing. I'll do it with one group, you do it with the other one, off we go. Potentially. Cool, but that's an interesting point. Where are we in the player's development? It's more a short-term, medium-term, or long-term plan. So once again, do we need to win the game tomorrow, or I'm in sub phase and I got 4 years to plan that, Something to consider. workload and demand. Anything else? And definitely I'm gonna add that one in. Coach experience or coach abilities, which makes sense. With this one in mind, I'll make you laugh for 30 seconds and then we do a little task, okay? But any comments about this? Or do you think we have forgot something there? Jack, tell me something, come on. You're very quiet tonight. You're quiet because I'm doing a great job, or?
Yeah.
Dai, come on.
Look, I think especially players' age is the important part for me, and the ability of the coach to be able to meet the needs of the players. And something that you have to consider is what are you doing? Is that appropriate for the players that you're working with? So session design is very important part of that process when thinking about, okay, well, what are the needs of the players and this is going to meet their ability.
What about the mental side? How players are thinking? What are they, how are they coping with stuff outside football? How does that affect football? How do we assess that?
I follow Len on that point.
I want to talk a little bit more on that because it's interesting.
No, because it's different if you're coaching a kid from a rich background than a poor background, for example. A kid will work.
And here in Australia, everyone is rich, so we don't have that problem, right?
Not necessarily.
More or less.
There's suburbs out there where kids are prepared to work harder than kids, let's say, in this area. So I really follow Len on that.
You can link that one on the background as well, yeah. From the country, but from your social.
Kids in this area go and rent somebody to do the work for them.
So it's a challenge that you face. But how that might affect your session design then?
Maybe you have to make it more intense, less boring, so kids are not distracted. Okay,
I think the boring, the fun aspect is still a key, because I don't know how to phrase it, but if they come to training and they don't enjoy, they're even lazier than what they normally are. But I believe if we can create that buzz in the session, you know what, I enjoyed it. I might make one more run compared to last week where I didn't enjoy it. So I think that's a very, and easily with Mark and I, with Jason, we discussed this one. Obviously, it's difficult to find solutions, but I do say that the coach personality plays an important role on this. Because if you're able to engage your players and make it fun, they might give you something more, But point taken, and the mental aspect, same. I think, if coaches are free, there is no pressure in their mind. They might enjoy it a bit more. They might run a little bit more. They don't give up. But if there are a lot of pressure from school, from parents, from coaches as well, maybe they tend not to like it, and they say, you know what, I'm not gonna run, I'll send you my brother to play, as Max said, so something to consider. But and the environment plays an important role, huh? You might have seen this one already, but it tells us that we need to consider where we are in, and it could be players' background, it could be we got 1/4 of the pitch not even, it could be many other things. But you need to take the environment into consideration when you design your session. And now back to our tasks. Okay, based on those elements that you have seen before, Yeah, let's play individually, because there's not many of us. Do you have a pen with you? Hopefully. Mark, have you got a couple of pens? Ah, we got a few. Ah, he's got it. Got it. Got it. Charlie, you got one? Share. So, based on those elements that we've seen before, I wouldn't mind if you can create a pyramid where priority 3, so less, 2, and highest priority at the top. Yeah? 3, 2, 1, that's how we play. And we go here and... But feel free to add something that hasn't been listed. And coachability might go in Jared's pyramid. Yeah, that works perfectly, yeah?
Yeah.
No, I've got a few pens. Ah, cool.
Anyone else need a pen?
And it's very interesting. So think about that. What's the first thing that you consider when you design a session? In your own environment, there is no right or wrong, guys. And then what's the second important things, and then maybe the third layer down. I have a blue pen, please. That's one. Who wants to share it? Who do you have as a first priority?
Coach's ability.
Coach's ability, you have influence, mate.
Oh, that was really good. I like that.
Yeah.
No point planning out a session if you can't deliver it.
I went with players' ability.
Players' ability. So one is more a coach-centered approach, maybe, or maybe not. The other one more player-led approach, player-centered approach. Then
I went the vision and philosophy.
Okay.
Because everything else kind of links into that. A certain way we want to play, and then it should be a certain way we want to coach.
Jared, where you go?
I put my session objection as the
Session objective. Having something towards, and then Jack, where you go?
I've got the individual needs of the players, so that to me is at the top.
Okay. Like it.
I've got content, objective, and enjoyment of the session.
Say again, sorry.
So content objectives, like the objective of the session,
Okay.
and then enjoyment of the session, if they're going to enjoy it or not.
Okay.
I did have like session objective and club vision and philosophy, but then I thought like there's no point like trying to think of the session objective before like the play if you're working with different players' ages and abilities. So I think you think about what age your players are and the ability of the players are before you think of like the other thing. Does that make sense?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Do you agree with him? Did you understand what he was saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did he say?
So there's no point planning out your session before you actually consider what they're actually capable of doing.
I'll comment on that. I would disagree myself because I would say, okay, what's my session objective? What do I want to get out of the session?
Based on
knowing the ability of my players, I would go, okay, then I'd plan my session to suit those players. I think make it a little bit more difficult, a little bit more easy, or a little bit more whatever it is. Yeah.
And I agree with you because basically, but there is no right or wrong. I agree with you because the justification you gave, I think is good because having a session objective in mind, you have that session objective based on your players. And Jack, I know you wanted to say that, but yeah, I think it's linked. It's knowing your players that you come up with a session objective that it's achievable for them.
Yeah, I think because like I'm always working with like different age groups all the time. So and obviously when you're working in 5s to 8s, the session objective is like going to be a bit different to like the session objectives you might look at when you're working with 14s. If that makes sense.
But I'm not saying that you are wrong. I just wanted to emphasize Jared's thought. Because, and I will also say that based on the vision and philosophy of my club that I come up with the session objective. So most of those are actually linked together, I guess.
Yeah.
But look, good discussions. Is there something on that list that you would think, well, you know what? Is not that important and is the last of my worry? What's that, in your opinion? Something that would say, you know what, I don't care about that.
I'll say player's age. This goes back to the cheesy saying, if you're good enough, you're old enough. So I've had players that
So basically, for you I'm just exaggerating. For you under 6 who never touch the ball, you want to do a session high press in the front third?
I mean, within reason. But I think like for some players they can step up really easily. Like might not be like under 6 level, but based on like under 13s, I've had players step up from under 11s and play just as well. So yeah, just based on my experience.
Okay. Any comments on that?
So I think the way that you go on is depending on the ability of the player.
Yeah.
You put the ability rather than the age first.
Something that you would really say, you know what, Mark, what about you? What's your first priority and what's something that you really don't care about that in that list?
Oh, I'm like Jared. I picked the session objective first and everything else works underneath that. The ability of the players, the ages, the time. But I think for me, the timing, because most of what we do from a development point of view with our youth age teams tends to be linear coaching development. It doesn't matter when we're actually
Okay.
in and to which time of the week it might be.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually inclined to say that that's probably one of the least, and linked to workload and demand. However, players will be mental overload and stuff like that. We need to take them into consideration. But good stuff. Anything else you wanna add? Otherwise, we'll go into a few questions. And look, there is no need for you to answer, but it's something that might trigger something in the future for you. So, what kind of approach you would normally use? It's isolated against holistic. Do you know the difference between holistic and isolated, first of all?
I have an idea, but
Okay.
good to get it explained.
Jack, do you want to help me on that?
You can only do you want me to run the sessions?
Yeah, come up and sit down.
So, isolated. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about isolation? So one individual? Good man.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Hey, Mike, that's on you, mate. That's a permanent marker, by the way.
So isolation, so it might be one player in isolation, okay? So what approach might you take for that player, you know, to potentially develop him a little bit further or challenge him? What might you add to this situation here?
So again, isolating the skill that you want to teach him.
Okay, so what might be an example of isolating a skill? First touch. Okay, a great one. So if you were to design,
Nice to see you. Nice top.
Good job.
Good stuff, I like it.
if you were to design a practice for this player to work on first touch, what would be maybe the most isolated way you could think of?
Kicking a ball against a brick wall.
Brilliant. Okay, so that ball bouncing against the wall is going to give that player lots of what? Yeah, lots of repetition. Okay. However, that repetition might give the player a perceived confidence that they have a good first touch. Okay, because they can bounce it against the wall 100 times, they can do it really, really quick. Okay. However, if you move to now put in this situation where there's one player, that's his head. Okay. Now, if you put that, try and transfer that skill into a holistic approach, that player would have to execute the skill based on where the ball is, where the next defender is, where his teammates are. Okay? And potentially, what else?
He's got a mat on it.
Which might be the defender. Okay? What else might we have to consider in this example here?
Where he is on the field.
Yeah, potentially where he's on the field, and so the space around him, and where?
Where his teammates are.
Goals.
Okay, so this situation now is causing the player to make what?
Decision.
A decision. Okay, so depending on this defender and where they're positioned will depend on which is the best pass to play. So that is putting the skill into a holistic approach, because they have to make a decision based on where the goals are, where the ball is, where the defenders are, and where the teammates are. In this situation here, the player is making how many decisions? One? Two? What's the decision they're making when they're kicking the ball against the wall?
Which foot to kick with.
Potentially, yeah. Okay, which foot? That's about it.
Same decision over and over again.
So it's the same decision repeated. Okay, but there's no variability in the skill to go, you know what, if I do this 1,000 times, I'm going to make the right decision when it comes to being in a game situation.
So that's in a few words, that's the difference between isolating and holistic. And we as Football Australia, Football Queensland in this case, we do prefer the holistic approach. So another consideration for you when you design session, I know that Mark, it's obviously Holland Park, it's well on board on this. But anyway, then it might be more a player-centered approach or more coach-centered, and lately there is also this need-centered approach. So it's based on the needs, and that's why Jack put on his pyramid the individual needs as a top priority, because we cannot neglect our players when we design sessions. And the question is, how do we cater for their needs? Mark, may I ask these questions to you? How do you, at Holland Park, how do you cater for individual needs and challenges when you design your cycle, for example?
That is interesting, because we start recognising certain traits in players as to what they're capable of or what they're actually prepared to go and do.
Okay.
Actually recognising cues. Nick and I had a discussion today actually about recognising cues that players fail to react to. Like, as an example, I'm a midfielder going forward, I've been forced backwards towards you, you're on my team, we're only 2 or 3 metres away and I'm starting to come back in this direction, and instead of you dropping away to help me out by giving us some space, we end up running into each other because you failed to react to what I've just done in those actions. So it's an interesting topic in itself as to what players actually need, because there's no one need for every player, and we've got to consider that all the way across the board with what we're doing.
So would you decide that from a game situation, what the needs are? Assessing the game?
Potentially, you watch the game, you observe. Training is the same, but possibly, good insight. And look, obviously we're running out of time, so your goalkeeper, how do you include him when, once again, in your session design, this one should trigger something. Oh, how many keepers do I have? 1, 2. When can I use them? Is the goalkeeper coach coming in? Small details, but might affect your session if you neglect them. But once again, buzzing session, chaos. Do you like that, or chaos scares you? And how can you make a session really buzzing? Is the coach important on that?
Yeah, I think the way you build things up as a coach, and like your enthusiasm that you have towards a session, and for the players to buy into that level of enthusiasm is important.
And difficult to do.
Absolutely. Spoken to another club Monday night. They said that they recruit the coaches based on based on their personality. So if they are buzzing, obviously we go off topic, but it's important. And that coach, pretty sure that those that have a good personality and can make a joke and have a laugh with the players, can drive the session sometimes, can create that kind of environment, are successful, and players will actually love it a little bit more. And scenarios in game as well. That's it. Now I'm gonna show you what we do outside, okay? And we have a bit of a laugh as well, but back up. You can see it. 40 years ago, we're talking about sort of positioning game, or anyway, keepings off, where 3 players in, 1 ball only. We discussed before equipment with 1 ball. Yeah, that makes sense. Coach involved. Coach involved. He plays in. Keepings off. All skeptical. Anyway, we'll see where we're gonna go after. Okay, relax. You can smile. Like Tom. So this one, 40 years ago. 30 years ago, a few more balls. The coach is not involved anymore. Keepings off into a big area there, which most of the time is actually a square and it's not a rectangle. That's $5 on bills next week. 3, 6, 9, 10 v5. The goalkeeper went doing, I don't know, some work with the goalkeeper coach. But now the name from a keepings off is a possession game. Think about the design, Start thinking about the design, okay? True or not? Come on, Jaro, you're old enough to Yeah? Mark? Okay. 20 years ago, still possession game, but smart coaches, a few more balls, a few more cones. Fuck, let's do two areas instead of one. What does change in the design? From one zone to two, from one area to two areas. What do we gain straight away?
More touches.
More touches.
More decisions.
More decision.
More intensity.
More intensity, hopefully. Okay, cool.
More mistakes.
15 years ago, we got beeps as well. Fantastic. 3v3 plus 2 joker. Okay. But still, it's a possession game where what? Maybe it's 10 passes. If we make 10 passes, we get a point. Is it true or not? Okay. Direction? Yeah? No. Do you do this kind of stuff? Yeah? Okay. 15 years ago, still. Hopefully now, smart coaches say, you know what, it's a BPO session. BPO session means we don't have the ball possession opponent, so we don't have the ball, we want to defend. So they say, you know what, to see better behaviors from my 3 players in red, this time I say, okay, I put a square inside where we have to protect that. So we are evolving our design, are we? Because from a just a general possession, now at least we have to protect something. And look, it's okay, 10 years ago, so modern era anyway, yeah? Cool. Now, hopefully, in 5 years ago, we said, well, you know what? Why we don't make a directional positioning game? What do we gain for that? If as soon as we add a direction, what do we gain? Potentially competitiveness, yes, potentially, but you add the competitive even in here.
Yes.
Because if I tell you, or even in here, 5 passes, it's a goal,
Yeah.
still competitive, same.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do we gain? What do we gain here?
Replicate similarities in the real game where you're attacking one direction and defending one
Brings
direction.
the game aspect into it.
Realism. Yeah? It's a little bit more linked to a game where we might need to protect a zone or the goals if you want. I put 2 so you can pick whatever suits you the best. Yeah? Or it might be if it's a subsession, the focus is running with the ball, for example. How do we score in this grid? Okay, we might run into that. Or if the focus is on killer pass, you might want to receive the ball into the end zone. But now with the direction, it's still the same 5v3 as previously, yeah? 5v3, 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 yeah? Obviously here was a 16 versus 5, but that doesn't matter, yeah? So, same numbers of players, same, but we are adding a little bit of constraint on scoring methods. And hopefully we are getting somewhere. Hopefully they don't come here though. So, something that we really emphasize, which we think is important, players, when there are goals, players do what? They shoot. They love it. Yeah? You might have the goalkeepers there. Yeah, we don't care. It's fine. You might lose a little bit of continuity in the game, or fluidity, yeah, fluidity. But it's still a valid positioning game. Where we are now, it's probably, I don't know, maybe too much, I don't know. But now, smart coaches in the game training phase, they must start thinking about, you know what? It's a BPO session where we coach, let's say, the defending team in this case, okay? And where we put reference of what? What's the difference between this and this? What's the main difference that comes to your eyes? Come on. Jaro, you don't answer because you know that.
The joker's on the outside of the area.
Okay, the joker on the other side. What else? Maybe it's difficult to see, but if you go a little bit closer.
They're actually in position, like game position.
Okay. There is a reference about their positioning. So now I'm really working towards something specific in my session. Yeah, where I might have my 2 center backs, yeah, the 2 full backs, the number 6, and we score by entering the end zone. Yeah, if we do that, we might start on the other side, I don't know, or still on that side. If Reds wins the ball and is my 9, how to press one of the 2 center backs and the 2 wings. If they win the ball, they drive the ball into the end zone. Yeah? And it might be that if you're coaching, I don't know, under 13, 14, 15, you want to give opportunity to all of them to defend. So in the next phase is actually the red in possession and the 3 yellow who defends with a 9, 7 and 11. And the 2 jokers are still my jokers 2 and 5 and we go on the other side. Make sense? Cool. Or a different scenario for those who want to explore more. I get rid of one of the 2, focus on that one, I get rid of one of the 2 fullbacks, I work only on that side, it's 3 and 4 and obviously my 5. With now it's 9, 7 and 10 instead of the 2 wings, it's basically the midfielder and different way how you can potentially design, different focus for your session and so on. So, but it's quite good, huh? Anyway, that's it. Now what we're gonna do, we're going out, and we start from here to see what kind of players' behavior we get. So what we're gonna do is basically spend 3 or 4 minutes in each of those positioning game, and we progress to see what kind of players' behavior we come out with. Yeah? Everyone happy with that? So from prehistory to modern football. We'll see. Everyone good? Okay, let's go. Any questions, actually, before we go? Any question or any observation about, because I've been talking for the last 5 minutes interrupted, but any question about this? No? Everyone happy? Curious to see what's going on over there. Okay, let's go then. Cool. I would say it's 7 o'clock. By 7:10 we should start the session. Jack will help me setting up, and then we go from there. Where's Jack?
I'm at soccer before.
We try to go and enjoy a little bit, but it's more for these coaches to see how the design is important in our session. Okay? So just, you know, pretend that this is a BPO session. What that BPO means? Yeah, we don't have the ball. Okay, cool. So we're gonna run a few positioning again. No, leave the balls here. We need only 2 over there. We're gonna run a few positioning game. Okay, so we do maybe 3 or 4 minutes each, but then I have to go and maybe talk to them. So be patient in the meantime. Yeah, is that okay for you? Yeah. Cool. We're gonna enjoy. All right? By the way, my name is Davide, and let's see, that's the only thing you need to know. I mean, nothing interesting about me, so cool. Okay, let's go. We need 2 balls only. 2 balls. Can you grab 2 balls? 1 and 2. Come with me. Come. Go in the center circle. I want to see all the players around and 3 players in the middle. Yeah? Okay, let's make the circle here then. Doesn't matter, yeah? In this area, let's make the big circle. That one that you did before, okay? Even here it's okay to me. 3 players in the middle, yeah? 1 ball only, we start with that one. 1, 2, 1 more. Hey, keep it off. If you lose it, you are in the middle. Play. Yep. Play, Opa.
Get him.
How many touches? 1 only. Oh, I like it. Yeah, in, play. Yep. Woo! In, play. Wait, have you done 2 touches, hey? What's going on, mate? Yep. Woo.
Go on, Marky. Jack, you're in, mate. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm playing, eh? Fuck, I am playing. I've got the boots on, have a look.
Stop it.
Hey, you tested me straight away. Oh, you healer! Ah, you are in, mate. Yep. New rules here in this game.
Coach is in. How was it me?
Do we have 5 beeps on one call? Yes, we do. Easy.
Go on, Brendan. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, man. I save you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you are in, mate.
No way.
Yep. Ball.
Made again.
Okay.
They're in again. They got Meg.
Jack, you know what? I'm gonna move this one because at the start we play in the orange. Remember?
Yeah.
It's the two grids together. That's okay. I'll just put it here. That's fine. Okay, last minute. Yeah, get ready. Cool. Okay, beep.
Thank you.
Beep. Hey. Flip. Okay, that will do. Bring it in. Now, question. While you were doing this, did you thought about the BPO, the focus of this session? No, be honest, it's okay if you haven't. No? No one. So no one thinking about BPO session, we go with pressure. That's okay. Come. We're gonna play. I'll give you 2 more BP in a sec. 16 of you, so 11v5 game. Yeah, 3 plus 2. Okay. Very simple. in this area, delimited with all the orange cones, can you see? The big rectangle? It's red against blue. Yeah? If you make 10 passes, because that's what we were used to do 30 years ago, you score a goal. Okay?
Yep.
If you win it, blue, pass it back to us coaches. Yeah?
Yep.
Play.
Jack, win it. Jack.
So guys, come in a little bit closer, because at least we... So now the interesting thing is, obviously, I asked them, when you were doing the keepings off, did you thought about defending or something? Yes, obviously, what was the answer? No. No. Which is okay. Which is okay. Now, 11v5. Let's see how, if someone start at least talking or thinking about, we don't have it, we might need to defend something, we'll see. Yeah, new ball, yepa! Right.
So the player that comes up has to go against. Otherwise, have the ball.
Yeah, good. Have you told them already?
Yeah, coming in. Open up, boss. Yes, climb. Bailey. Yeah, press. Yeah, hold on. Press. Yeah, Ken. Open up. On. Okay, come on.
Huh?
It's ridiculous, isn't it? I remember doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue on your bike, go get it.
Yeah, get the ball, yeah.
On.
And hey, the ball is out. Hey, we play football rules, yeah? If the ball is out, have we scored yet? No, okay. But is it football?
Yes.
Okay, because there are two teams, one ball is football. But are you happy? No, be honest. It's a no. You cannot be happy about this. Oh, I don't know. I would have concern if you say, yeah, we're very happy. Cool. Okay, in time. Relax there. Good stuff. Now, give the beeps to somebody else. Cool. Now, may I see in this area 5v3, and another player needs to grab another beep. Other 8 players here. So 8 players in this area. Show me 5v3. We got the 3 players. We need another blue here. Come here, yeah. Come over here, Mike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll be where you'll be. You play there. Cool. Okay. Beautiful. 5v3, 5v3. Tell me, where do you think we're gonna play now? In which area? Still in the orange? Still in the orange, yeah. So you play only in this area, we play in this area here. Okay? Same, I would say, how many passes do you want to do to score a goal? 6. 6? I like it. 6 passes, that's how you score. Blue, if you want, when you win, you can make 3 passes among you, or you can kick it out if you want. Yeah? You can kick it on, don't you? You can kick it out or pass it to a coach. Yeah? 3, 2, 1, play! Obviously, we need to clarify that the kicking out was done on purpose, yeah? So let's observe players' behaviors now, okay? What do we expect? A change from the big area to the small area or not? For the defending team, eh? That's our focus, at least. Do we expect a change, yes or no?
To win the ball more.
Okay, and before?
much. They want it a bit, but the players in this area less of them, so
I think the motivation to win the ball is higher because less players to deal with.
Okay, but yeah, I like it.
As a defensive unit,
Why?
you're in a smaller area, so you can cover the area better.
Better.
Make the ball go a certain way.
Okay. Yeah, I need to clarify for the video purposes that when I say kick it out, obviously no, but 30 years ago, when you win it, kick it in the stand, yeah?
Yeah.
But it might depend on your club vision and philosophy. They might teach you to do that, I don't know. But hopefully here in Australia, when we win it, we keep it. Or we go and score. But obviously there is no goal. So start thinking about that. Hey, play with the rules, yeah? If the ball goes out, goes out.
Alex, line.
Yeah, new ball. Jack, 1 minute, what do you reckon, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, guys, relax 1 or 2 minutes, yeah, catch your breath, maybe collect the balls and put them outside, get ready for the next round, yeah? So remind me, what's next? We had a 5v3, it's still early. Jokers, yeah? We'll see. Exactly the same, but once they regain possession, they might have an opportunity to actually keep it. It's not 5v3, it's 5v3 when they have it now.
Yep.
So, small change.
You lost it, comes on there.
Do I need this, Matt? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Guys, can you grab 3 yellow beeps at the top? Let's go. So, small change. Guess what is gonna be now? 3v3 plus 2 jokers. Okay, so obviously when you win the ball now, you can keep it by using the jokers. It's a 5v3 in ball possession every time. Make sense?
Yeah.
How do you score? How do you score now? Same? How many passes you want to do? 6. Still 6? Yeah. What's the score?
Honestly, we won't count.
Ah, louder.
Won't count.
You're not counting, okay. Captain, you count how many goals you score. You count how many goals you score. The 2 captains here, yeah? Nilo, we start from now. 3, 2, 1, play! Let's observe once again players' behavior. So if the design has changed some players' behaviors, okay? That's the focus. We need to see if there is a change in behaviors. Ah, the ball is out. No, it's no goal. The ball went out. Don't cheat with me, yeah? Is that true or not? Ball is out, blue ball.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, quick.
Out. Oh, no, yeah, I touched it here. Out.
Man. There's a mark.
Hey, you are the joker anyway, so you shouldn't care, yeah?
That's out. Still in. It's out. No, it's gone. Yeah. It's blue ball. It's blue. Yeah, yep. Oh, fuck it. Yeah. It's out. Yeah, back. Yeah. One more. Oh. Yeah. Gang. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, again. Good. 1, 2. Yeah, Brendan.
Hey.
Yeah. Back. Hang on. Yeah, Brendan. Lads, come on. Yeah, take it on. Come on, count your weight.
Hey, what's your language?
Yep. 6, that's enough. That's one blue. Yeah, good.
Okay, end time. What did you do?
1.
Okay, reload the bases. Go and have a drink, guys.
Okay, Henry.
We give you 3 minutes to recover, huh? Good, huh?
Now you progress, so you put end zones?
End zone now, yeah.
Goals on one side or just end zone?
Just end zone,
And
probably.
then the next one goals, because we've got 2.
Yeah. Maybe one only. 1, 1.
Yeah,
In the
each.
middle.
Yeah, one each.
Yeah.
On this line or the yellow one?
Yellow.
After what, maybe 2 rotations to the next one?
Yeah.
So 2 sets?
See, let's set by set. Let's do this one with the zones.
Now,
With the zones.
Run the ball, stop the ball.
Run or receive it. Yeah. Same. I don't care. Balls in the final zone. Please go. You still got 2 minutes to fully recover. Yeah. And then go back in exactly the same grid. So share with us what have you seen from the players? Any change in behaviors?
They're more engaged as you've done.
Okay, more engagement. We discussed that, which is valid point. So more repetition, maybe intensity a little bit higher, and more engagement. What else? If any, yeah.
I thought there was much better use of the space they were playing in when they went to that. So it was a little bit more chaotic when they were in, but once they shifted to that second phase.
With the use of the joker, do you think it changed anything or no, really?
Yeah, I think it changed.
What?
They were able to keep the ball better.
Okay. So we made it more difficult for the team, for the defending team. I don't know. Gerald, help us out. Any thoughts from you?
I think with the smaller stuff, there's a little bit more structure with defending.
Okay.
Might go with 2 and not 1.
Could you hear what they were saying? They were coaching each other? Or?
A little bit more talk
okay.
in the smaller stuff than the bigger stuff. Because the bigger stuff is just like this.
Yeah.
A little bit more talk.
Okay.
That then when your coach needs to step in and say, hey.
Yeah, of course.
But a little bit more structure with where they're defending and when they're pressing it. To some things, because when there was a transition with the 3,
Yeah.
there was some groups who.
Yep.
I'll just wait till.
That's the moment.
Yeah, then I'll go. You know, and whereas there was, especially this group here, the Blue Boys, as soon as they lost it, bang, that was straight in looking at the other 2 teams weren't as much. So it's something.
Maybe personnel as well, it might change, fair enough. So maybe you might, good point actually, personnel. You might decide to allocate certain players in this grid, certain other players in that grid, depending on the outcome you want to achieve, potentially. Yeah? Okay, so we're gonna progress by adding what? Now is the time. End zone. Good, see how it goes, okay? Okay, guys, tune in. I'm gonna explain this group and you do exactly the same with Jack over there. Now, blue, you defend that end zone. Yellow, you defend that end zone. So, if the ball starts from the top with yellow and the joker are still the same, actually, if you want to change beeps around, please do it. Yeah? So we swap jokers before we restart. Swap joker. Very quickly, yeah? Come on, get it done. Cool. Okay. No restriction, nothing. Yellow, you have the ball. You can use the joker, red, yeah, boom. And we score by running into the end zone. Show me, you run, no one stops you, yeah, boom. That's how you score. Or potentially, step back, go. Or potentially finding, yellow, finding someone in the zone. 2 scoring methods, is that clear?
Wait, do we stop
cool.
the line?
If in the end zone, anywhere there. Obviously, blue. If you win the ball, how do you score? Tell me.
That end zone.
How many scoring methods?
2.
By what?
By dribbling it in from passing.
Cool. And you can use the joker?
Yes.
Yes, you can. 3, 2, 1. Play from there. Got it? Off you go.
Again.
3 minutes, yep. Once again, any changes in behavior, yeah, coaches? Have a look at some changes in behavior. Yep. 1-0. 1-0?
No, 1-0.
Okay.
Yeah, through. Can't see nutmeg too.
Then, Jack, we need to ask them which one they enjoy the most.
No, teamwork makes teamwork.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yep, so you're defending now.
Yeah, go over there.
Yep.
Let's get them, come on.
Yeah, the bells is hard to see on it.
Yeah, still on, eh? They haven't got control possession in there, okay? 2-1, yeah, isn't it?
What? No, David scored. Now they have. Hey, back.
That's it. Cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but that's offside, eh? Yeah, I didn't say that rule, eh? Okay, cool. I like it. The ball is out, I guess. Hey.
Start back there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm asking you, do you want to play with the offside rule or not?
No.
No? Okay.
You gotta pick up your man. You make the one in the box. You gotta pick up your players, see, guys. You can't be standing in the box. Yeah. It's not like that though. I even told you. Yeah. Come back. What's the mic, Josh? What's the mic? Turn. Yeah.
Cool. Nice first touch, that's how you score, well done. Okay, and that will do, yeah? That will do. Catch your breath for a minute. Let's swap the jokers again. We do another one of these one, I guess, yeah?
Yeah, I just made sure that when they score, they don't retain.
Yep.
So that should be.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got 2 minutes, yeah? Relax. Now, if you score, it's ball to the opponent, and you get straight away into your defensive shape, okay? That's the only change in the rule, basically. Well, it was the same as before, I guess, yeah? I wanted just to ensure that. So, quick question for you guys. So far, which one is the practice that you like the most?
This one. End zone. Yeah.
The last one with the end zone. Why?
He's getting closer to a real game.
Because he's getting closer to a real game, you said?
More competitive.
And he's competitive. Why? Before 5v3 wasn't competitive?
No, that wasn't like a objective.
Yeah.
No, I'm very happy about your answer, don't get me wrong.
Well, there's something to like push for and something to push for like defensive wise. It's
Okay.
like easier to like put more in.
Very happy about your answers, good stuff. Okay. So Jack, what? Starting 1 minute, yeah, get ready. So what's the key message, Jack, you want to pass to that group as well?
They've decided they've got their own task that they're trying
Okay.
to do.
So, can you tell me something about the way how you want to defend now?
Probably like push up more, just like kind of jockey and not let them run through. Kind of.
Okay.
Man for man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go man for man though, in a 5v3 it's a bit difficult, eh?
Yeah,
but
I was going to the bathroom. I missed that. Yeah.
So when you don't have it, what do you wanna do?
Pressure the ball carrier, make a mistake. Stand up. Yeah.
You're saying probably the similar thing, okay? But as a collective, do you want to drop off? Do you want to press high? What do you want to do?
Probably drop off first and then start pressing. Yeah.
So you want to drop off first, so organize yourself and then go and try to win it? Okay, see how it goes on that. Okay, ready? Wait a sec, I'm trying to familiarize with this beautiful watch. 3 minutes, 3, 2, 1, play.
Yep.
Okay. So, in the last one, we make it a little bit more interesting for them, so we set a challenge. I asked them, when you don't have it, what do you want to do? And they would say, oh, we want to jockey, so basically the focus was technical. So now to defend, which was great, but then I guide them towards, and now we start enjoying a little bit more, towards when we don't have it, drop off to reorganize and then go and start pressing. So we'll see what they come up with. But most importantly, I asked them, which practice did you enjoy the most? And the answer was, guess. Yeah, the last one with the end zone, and then I asked why, and they were, well, because it's realistic and it's very close to the game. So start thinking, yeah, because that's a very good point from my point of view, yeah.
Wait, get there.
Remind me, what's the score?
1-0, yeah, to blue.
1-0 blue, good. So, are you organizing yourself, blue? Yeah, okay.
Dangerous.
And now it's 1-0 plate. 1-0 plate.
Man on.
Yeah, that's good.
Yellow, how do you organize yourself?
Up you go.
Two, 1 yellow, yep.
Yeah, well done, well done.
Yeah.
Like in the final,
Yeah, let's do it.
in the final one, where we give them positions, would be interesting to see if one group we do 2 bouncer outside, or in one group is 1 bouncer only, and the midfielder up there has a joker.
Has it got odds now?
No, it's still the same, but instead of having 3, 4, 2 and 5 and a 6 versus 7, 9 and 11, is you take 1.
I think it's do 2, 2 plus 3.
Look, I'll use 2 and 5. I might make it a little bit bigger, and that's it. I think I step out 3 meters now.
Try something cute, Josh.
Ooh.
Who's getting that one?
Oh, beautiful. Out.
Shit, sorry. Go.
Good go. Thank you.
Okay. And time. Relax there. Another couple of minutes. Reset the balls. Now, what we're gonna do? Can we extend the pitch by 2 steps on that direction? Can we move all those cones? Two big steps. That's it. And that line as well. 2 steps, please. Okay. Cool. Okay. Now, hey guys, tune in a little bit, watch. So, blue, we'll have 1 with the ball, grab a ball, 2 center backs in blue, bounce it outside, cool. A 6, and then we got 3 players pressuring, yeah? Are we good? Can you recreate the same over there? So 2 blue, let's say at the top, 1 6, 2 joker outside, and the 3 yellow defending. So same thing, but you obviously play only on the outside as a joker, right? We play through and we score exactly in the same way by finding the 6 there, or by receiving to our end zone. I don't care, you can join in, yeah? Okay? But yellow, if you win it, so we play through, yellow wins it, Now yellow win it. Cool, yep. You can drive, you can combine, and the objective is still to go in the end zone.
Yeah.
Okay? Cool. But if the ball goes out on that side, and now it's you playing out. 2, yep. Go for me, show me. 2 center backs. Hey, where are you going? A 6, still a 2, bang, and 3 players pressuring. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that clear?
Yes.
You got that? Cool. You got it? So yellow, if you win it and score, you can score good. But when you play out, it's 2, 1, and you readjust. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play!
Get back, mate. Go side. Get Bailey. Go.
Hey, you can go and receive in that zone straight away, I don't care, yeah?
I can't go in.
Yeah, you can go in, you can. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Check. Okay, goal, yellow ball, you play out from there. So blue now, who is the first player here pressuring one of the 2 center backs? Who is it? In a game? Center backs? Striker. And you too? If he's a striker, who are you? Go over there.
Wingers?
Yeah, pa. Boom. But conscious, obviously, of him. Okay? Yep.
Yeah.
Cool, bravi. Okay, Jack, I would say if you want, we can start coaching for a couple of minutes. So now we have assigned positioning to the players, okay? But now for a couple of minutes we might start coaching. We give them a couple of tasks to see how they react. But obviously now the design, it's a little bit more sophisticated if you want, or complex, whatever, depending on point of view. Yeah, any observation from you?
Oh, I just think now that you've got a kind of a structure, the decision making is a bit quicker.
Okay. What else?
I think the defending behavior has changed. They're trying to play more compact.
Okay.
But before they were actually going like pressing high.
Okay.
Now they're
I'm gonna set a task to them, which is try to invite outside to force inside where we can win the ball, and then go and score. See if we see any changing behaviors on this. Okay, no idea. Now yellow, you start, yeah? Yellow, start with the ball. Okay. When you don't have it, can we try to set up a trap? So we invite the ball outside, and then we force them to come inside where we can win it and go and score.
Yeah, okay.
So try to invite outside to then really force them inside where you can win it, go and score. Let's go.
Open.
Blue, pick your moment, huh? Pick your moment. Otherwise you're gonna do doggy, yeah? Pick your moment. Yeah, well played, yellow and red. Okay, yellow, pick your moment when you go and set up that trap, yeah?
Get up.
Good coaching. Well done.
Hey, come on, lad. Doesn't take there.
Joshy.
In there, Rob.
Go beyond, go beyond.
Nice, Blue. 5 moments. On the line. Keep going in. Remember, we're pressing when we want the ball to go.
Open, open.
Okay. Okay, let's try something new. Let's try and we change it again. Now, you start, it's 2. Now, we don't want this fullback anymore. Play as a midfielder up here. Okay? And obviously, you might be the wing, you are our striker, and you are the 10. Yeah? Let's see how it goes now. It's a little bit more realistic, hopefully. 3, 2, 1, play. Hey, remember, invite outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jack, I've removed the fullback.
No, we'll just get it when we break now. Yep.
Okay, let's reset. Yeah, let's reset. Yeah, bravi. 2 here, 1 6. Okay, bravi. Okay.
Men on. Yep.
Men on.
Ah, got the goal, huh?
Hey, well done. Out. Yes, go straight wide.
Okay, and hold it there. Now, can we grab the pop-up, put them in the middle on the back line, and these two same. In the middle on the back line, and we play with the goals, yeah? Same thing, exactly the same thing. Joker, you can swap if you want. Last 3 minutes, yeah, and then we have done. Good. Yep. Last 3, yep.
Where's on the outside, play inside now.
Okay. Reset. Yeah, don't worry about that. Come in. Are we good? So when we start, 2 centre backs, 1 6 as a reference, come in as a 6, yeah? Come in. Split for me. Okay, play. Yep, same rules, off you go, 3 minutes.
Come on.
Which position do you play? Yeah. Huh? But which position do you play? What's your role?
I don't have one at the moment.
Okay. But if you have to pick, which one would you pick? Centre mid. Okay. So send him here and you go and play as a mid. At the right time, huh? At the right time. Bravo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 1-0 yellow. Yeah, that's how you find him, bravo. Yeah, new ball, yep. Opa. Now, Steve, when we don't have it, start thinking about how you want to reorganize, yeah? To then invite outside, force inside.
Bounce back. Yeah, back.
Remember, invite outside.
Yep, react. Don't push it. Let's go, Jack.
Okay, coaches, come.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Any observation from you?
Yeah, I think that's the best. Yeah, they're more competitive. They've got a goal to score in, and suddenly it's a bit more intense. Everyone likes to shoot. Yeah.
Because we introduced the goals.
Everyone wants to shoot.
Okay, but maybe though, obviously we gained that engagement. Okay, but what we might lose though, if we put the goals there.
Because the goal finishes the action, and then it takes time to restart. Lose sight.
Not if we are organized with the boat ready though.
Lose sight of the topic, like to an extent. Yeah.
I think so too. It might shift too much on the move as soon as I win it, and they lose the focus on what kind of movement maybe they might do when they don't have the ball. Maybe I don't know. We need to ask them too.
I actually prefer one.
Yeah. To be honest, yeah. Same.
There's a lot more structure to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot more. I think it's that balance between learning and enjoyment, you know? You give them the last 3 minutes, all right, boys, going.
Yeah, or maybe at the end of what we did before, you say, guys, 25 minutes off you go and play the game.
Yeah.
We've done, huh? Let's go, wins! He's Nilo, Nessus wins. Here we go. And that's the winner. We see, we see. See over there. We give them another 30 seconds here. When the ball goes out, it's over, yeah? Play on, play on. Please, good stuff. Bring it in. We want to review all together for 2 minutes, and then we're gonna ask you if you can please collect the equipment, and you're free to go. Come in. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you only one question. Okay, only one question. Which of those practices have you enjoyed the most?
Last one. Because it's a goal involved.
Last one with the goals.
Because everyone likes shooting.
Sure. Not if you're really good at it,
the practice where you have thought the most, where your brain was, okay, I've got a few things to think about it.
The one with the jokers on the outside.
Yeah.
You have to watch the overlaps.
Okay. Okay.
When did you have to start organising as a team?
When they have the jokers on the outside.
Yeah. When we started playing towards the end zones, because then we have something that we need to protect, and that's when we need the organisation.
So basically, once we have introduced the end zone, you said, okay, there is a game here, yeah. And I ask you clearly a question, yeah. Which one, until that moment, was the most enjoyable session? And I think you said.
Yeah, that one because it's the most game-like.
Okay. Linked to the game. Here you go. We got some answers. Do you have any questions for the players? No? We let them go, huh? It's quite late.
I got one. Focus of the session, what do you think it was on?
Pressing without the ball.
Pressing as a unit.
Okay. When have you started figuring it out that? Obviously we told you, but when have you realized, okay, today is all about pressing?
After the
Second
rondo,
or third one?
After the rondo?
After the, like, as soon as you said to the rondo, like, we're changing to trying to win the ball BPO, were you thinking about it? It made you start to think about it.
Yeah, okay. So next time I should shut up and see if you figure it out. When you start, that's a good feedback to us actually. Guys, thanks. Mark, I don't know if you want to thank them or just say, yeah, go home. No, here we go. But look, on behalf of Football Queensland, we would like to thank you for your time. I know you were not at the center of this night because the coaches, we were trying to influence them rather than you, but really appreciate your help and looking forward to see you again soon. Thank you. Give me my clap. Huh?
Go over there. Okay, guys, mark up all the equipment. Cheers.